I'm honored to be here. I'm Johnny Delirious. A lot of you may not know my story. A lot of people do. In 1992, the doctors gave me 8 months to live, and because my liver was so ravished by hepatitis A, B, and C. And so I chose not to do the liver transplant that they advised me to do, and they said I was delirious. So that's partially how I got my name. The doctors called me Delirious. In 1994, I've had no viral load or antibodies for any kind of hepatitis. And, you know, I got my own liver. So I wrote a book, Hepatitis C Cured, and 80% of my recovery is based on happiness. And I tell people when I help them that they have to decide that they're going to live and decide they're going to be happy. And then they can adopt the other 20% of the recovery of all the things that I did. And I put it all in the book. So then when I had this wonderful experience the last few months of connecting with Phil and Sanam, I found out that their whole purpose was happiness, and that their health care is based on the liver, helps you live. It just all kind of fell into place. And there is a product that I want to introduce on May 19th, and it's called Hep C Helper. And I know Sanam will tell us a little bit more about Hep C Helper and the liver product. And in a nutshell, that's basically why I'm here, is to connect at this special moment and this special night with the wonderful people of Bhutan. And I can say so much more, but I would like to have Sanam talk to us about the liver product. And I don't know which Sanam it'll be. But Hep C Helper will come out May 19th, and that is the original World Hepatitis Day. And so I'm real excited. I'm having another book come out at that time called the Delirious Recovery Program, and that will go point by point by point in that 4-month period when I went from 5.8 million Hep C viral load to non-detectable. So that's what the Delirious Recovery Program is all about. And the second part of that book, I have new discoveries. And one of the main new discoveries is Hep C Helper from Bhutan and the wonderful herbal philosophy that they have. And they have both asked me, and I've asked them, can I be their apprentice? And they said they would. They would teach me everything they know. Would you tell us more about Hep C Helper?
Thank you, Johnny. I know we are running out of time, and I think according to county law, we are not supposed to stay long now. We are already running out of time. But to cut short, the story, like what Johnny's been telling, is how we got connected is basically through my friend Phil. Phil has his good friend Zai, and from there we got connected. And we have been talking about this, the product of Hep C Helper. And I had an experience that which Phil already told about this. And when I was working with the Bhutan government in Bhutan, as the Minister of Health, the King of Tonga visited Bhutan. When he was a prince, he visited Bhutan and all these things. And then when he became a king, he came back to Bhutan again with one of his board of directors for one of his companies, who is actually, who doctor gave actually, as Johnny Delirious used to say, like, death sentence for 6 months, after 6 months. So the doctor told that he will live only 6 months. Then I told, like, okay, we have a product which is well known that we have been using for so far for making comfortable for people like having, like, basically, like, bile problems, like bile regulation, like excess flow of bile, what we call jaundice and all these things. So why don't you try that? So we gave that to him, and then like after a couple of months, he responded saying that, oh, like he feels much better. Then he continued. He wanted to continue it, and he tried it, and now it's been about 10 years. He still, and he also has no, viral load been detected, and he has a new liver too now. So when we talked about that, and when Johnny heard about his story, Johnny was so interested into that, and he thought that we could do something together to help the humanity here.